Last year, the Big Five Scholar Athlete of the Year. Dingle taking Powell. It's a good strip by Buki, and he'll look to run. Finding a trailing Johnson for three, and he connects.
Better decision-making on that possession by LaSalle. Instead of driving all the way to the rim and forcing the issue, Powell just relaxed, waited. Temple's defense on the retreat. Johnson, nice job as a trailer.
Johnson is 17, now 3 of 8 from 3. The foul caught against Johnson yet again. Flackby comes in for Mark Williams, a well-deserved breather for him. A new role for Williams as a senior and a captain. He'll get a lot more minutes than he did a year ago, of course, with DeCozy playing in Italy. Jalen Bond just signed with the Westchester Knicks, and Devin Coleman having graduated. Johnson for 2. He was fouled and one.
That's a good set play by LaSalle, and B.J. Johnson's showing a lot of different areas on the floor that he can make plays. An improved guy in the lane and also more strength. A little just basic shuffle cut, and he stops halfway home and does a great job of keeping that body balance.
Third foul on Obi and Echionia, who before the Johnson basket led all scores with 18, but now Johnson leapfrogs him with that basket he just made, should be 19 points. And at a 5-point game. Rose going to the rack.
That's a nightmare for LaSalle off a free throw. Temple just beats you down the floor with hustle and gets to the rim with no resistance.
Stoops finds Washington, 12 to shoot, nearly walked. They're going to the hot-handed Johnson. He was short. Dingle has it for Temple.
Just nowhere to go for LaSalle. They're trying to run their plays, but they're too tight. They don't have good enough spacing to get clean looks in the lane. And 4 guys were around the basketball when Washington had the ball in the box.
7-point lead for the Owls. Alston will run it with freshman Rose of Flackby and Echionia and Dingle. Here's Alston off balance, off of Johnson. Rose, watch the freshman fly.
Bad play, good play by Temple. Just kept with it, stayed with the play. And Price tried to go do too much in traffic, spit the ball.
12 points on opening night for Quentin Rose. Here's Powell trying to go up and under. He will go to the line.
Well, Quentin Rose has shown that he is a keeper for Fran Dumpy. He's made some plays in transition. And now defensively just staying with it after the loose ball, attacking, finishing in traffic.
6-point lead for Temple. Powell splitting 3 over Williams and down to a 4-point game.
Tremendous body control by Powell and patience offensively by LaSalle. Waiting till Temple made a mistake.
And now under a minute to play in Philly. Ten to shoot here for Dingle. Blazing past Stoops, finds Alston for a baseline jumper. He's way off, and there's Price.
Temple's gone into this delay game, and Echinonia has been invisible. They have not even looked into the big fella at all.
Price taking Dingle. And that's great recognition by the experienced Price to draw the contact on Williams, and the crowd doesn't like it.
Now, that's why he's such a tough out. He's like a outside linebacker in a basketball uniform, and he's going to put his head down with finesse, but just tremendous power, finding a way just to make something out of nothing. Here he just kind of pushes off. He gets away with the push off on Dingle, and then Williams' hands were not straight up in the air. That's a good call by the official. And an inexperienced team out there in Alston and Moore on the perimeter, so he's got to be very careful that he doesn't foul in the wrong place. place on the floor, but switch on most screens, especially ball screens and handoffs.
Under 10 seconds to go, LaSalle down by 3. Here's Price for the tie. He delivers! 4 seconds to go. Alston for the prayer. And we're going to extra basketball.
Again, here's a veteran coach understanding we're going to our moneymaker when the game is on the line. He didn't start tonight, but he is finishing it off with a flourish. There's no question about it. Jordan Price was taking that shot.
Jordan Price, the experienced player, delivers for LaSalle as we're headed to OT after this timeout. Williams driving baseline on Washington. It's one player in particular that we've seen multiple times in this game that Temple is trying to take advantage of, and Tony Washington.
Caved in on the baseline. He's a bulk type player, but he's got good length and quickness and just seems to be a step slow defensively.
And Washington has found out, remember, Demetrius Henry also found out earlier in the game as well. Those two rotate with one another. The officials are getting that from the scores table, so this is troubling for that inside low post presence for LaSalle. So Dr. John Giannini will call upon Isaiah Dees, who's really impressed the faithful here in Philly out of Brooklyn, New York. A smaller set now for LaSalle as Washington and Henry, you see those two embrace. They're on the bench, they're done.
Delayed call from the officials. Dave, you had it, but they didn't. The five fouls. Williams is about to shoot the free throw with a disqualified player on the floor.
Two-point lead here for Temple as Williams. Alston. Three-point lead for the Owls.
Great body control, patience at the rim by Alston.
Stooks taking Alston, spinning away. Alston rejects him and regains possession along the baseline and has words for Stooks.
Again, Stooks just forcing the issue, not understanding it. That's like the third shot he's had blocked in the last 7 or 8 minutes of this game. When he drives in, he's got to be a passer.
Alston had it stripped. Will stay on this end with 14 to shoot.
Stooks has done a nice job trying to post up down low, but when he takes the ball from the three-point line and drives and puts his head down, he still has not figured out that Temple's defense is coming at him.
Fury comes in for Dees, and Alston wisely calls a timeout with 1:57 to play in overtime, and his Owls have a 3-point lead over Big Five rival LaSalle. So here's Temple out of the timeout with Alston. Owls are leading by 3 with possession.
Good job by LaSalle, switching on all the screens on that screen-to-screener, taking away the jumper on the perimeter.
Dingle taking Fury, the freshman. Now a 5-point game.
Daniel Dingle, he just, despite that miscue defensively at the end of regulation, has played an outstanding overall floor game.
Dingle leads all Temple scores with 21. Stripped by Alston. He's beating Powell and will solo. Temple has a 7-point lead and a timeout. Alston for 3. He's short, and the speedster Powell skies up for it. Bryce, stop, pop, 3-ball, and that's his game. It rattles home.
That's just terrible defense by Temple. They ran back, and nobody identified the best player in blue as he just got his feet set easily and made a shot in transition because no one provided any resistance. They're going to foul right away and just extend the game, and here's a tough pass.
Stooks stripped it from Alston, winds up in the hands of Fury. Back to Stooks. Got a 14-second game in shot clock differential. Here's Powell, swatted away by Enegionia. Moore will look to push, and he's fouled by Fury.
For a Big Five game as well, and LaSalle is just answered every call that Temple has given them tonight. But out of this timeout, LaSalle's talking about getting a steal or a 5-second count, then a quick foul. But Temple got to understand, they've got to make the simple, easy play, spread the floor, go deep, but have second and third options for Dingle as the inbounder.
7.5 to play. I was off, if I say it, D's, and now down to 6 seconds. Temple still up by 3, retaining possession.
Another dangerous pass by Temple, and now Dingle cannot move. He's got to hold the spot on the baseline, so Price can really get up and bother him, denying that inbounds to the middle of the floor.
Now the officials might want to check the time here in this situation as it went off of D's. That was good defense from the LaSalle freshman, so both teams will get called to the bench as men in stripes will take a look at the monitor.
Well, as a coach, that's a good move by John Giannini, just saying, listen, did it 1.5 seconds really go off with a tip and the ball goes out of bounds? Maybe, maybe not, but it gives you another opportunity just to tell your team what to do now, and the strategy has changed for both teams with that ball going out of bounds after it was tipped from the inbounds. And now Fran Dunphy's got to go to his, may get another couple tenths of a second, but Fran Dunphy's got to go back to the playbook and design a different play because of the fact now that Dingle has got to hold it on a dead spot in that corner. Very difficult place to inbound the basketball.
I remember last time, Tim, he threw an outlet that certainly the fans here weren't pleased about. Would you like to see them just operate in the backcourt here?
Well, you got to take what the defense gives you. I mean, there's no problem throwing the ball deep and making the defense pay if everybody's up on the overplay, but that wasn't the case on the last play when Dingle threw the ball away. There was no separation at all between the defender and the offensive player. So they basically got to get some movement. They've got to spread the court to start and get some misdirection, get some movement going a lot of different ways, maybe set a screen-to-screener type play and have someone come back to the ball because most likely LaSalle's going to face guard and switch on everything.
They put 0.6 of a second on, 6.6 to play in overtime. And a foul immediately by Stooks on Alston.
See, I'm surprised there. Jordan Price was kind of in no man's land. He was standing on the A, just looking for cutters coming into his area. Well, you're kind of just hoping someone's going to come into your area to defend, and you're guarding no one. Get up and either double team somebody immediately or get up and pressure the basketball to take away the vision and the inside passing angles of the inbounder. But Price gave Temple an easy opportunity on that play.
So Stooks is fouled out. And Alston back to the line shooting 2 with his Temple Owls leading by 3. Five-point lead for Temple. 5 seconds to go here for Powell. Looking for a quick 2. He's got it with 1.4. 3-point contest. Dingle quickly to Moore. And fouled by Fury.
That was a good heads-up play by Moore. I mean, Temple really didn't get set in anything, but they just got the ball in before LaSalle could get set up.
Here's the highly touted freshman, Alani Moore, looking to seal it for Temple at home.
This looks like it's going to turn out to be a good win by Temple, but LaSalle will be heard from. There's no doubt about it. And certainly John Giannini's disappointed the way the outcome came tonight, but he's got to be very optimistic where this team can go this season. Much improved from a year ago.
And Temple holds on to take down LaSalle by 5 in a classic Philly Big 5 rivalry to open up the season. For Tim Welsh and our entire crew at Philly, this is Dave Leno saying so long from the Liacouras Center, where Temple wins by 5 in overtime. Sports Center is coming up next.
This is SportsCenter, live